Today, from Las Vegas, Nevada.
So here comes the AFC for their opening drive. And leading them out is their fifth-year quarterback.
I know he's not showing it on the outside, but inside, he's got to be celebrating because think about it.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. On the counter, it's Henry. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Rolling to his right. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. J.J. Watt in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He'll try to forget what happened on the previous drive. He threw that interception. Sigh of relief, though. It didn't lead to anything, just the punt. Now they've got the football back here. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. They find some open field. Derrick Henry all alone. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ballgame.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys else. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Tyler Boyd, 40 yards. And the AFC has taken the early lead. So the AFC, they won the Pro Bowl the last couple of seasons and off to another good start here.
Yeah, how about that?
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the interception on the... They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This will go to Henry out wide. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Back to throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
First down carry for Henry. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. Again, it's Henry. He showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Henry up the middle, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And he cannot get rid of it. The NFC getting in there for the sack. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The AFC offense now heading out for their first drive of the second half. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Escaping the pressure right.
He'll air this one out for Boyd.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in...
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Draw play. This is Henry. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Back out is the AFC offense. Back to throw now on 1st down. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
It's a slant to Hill. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Jamar Chase, 43 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something.
The AFC about ready to take over.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
And when you've already thrown 2 interceptions, you got to take extra special care of the football because that one could very easily have been a 3rd.
Yeah, off balance, pressure coming. Probably just has to stick that one in his pocket, right?
He does. I just think that when he's in a rut like this, I think this happens to a lot of quarterbacks, they try and overcome it by making big-time throws. Throws they know they shouldn't make, but they're hoping to complete them rather than having the confidence that they actually will.
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Well, the NFC pressure a little too much as they get home for the sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down.
Even keeping the back in for extra.
The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The AFC offense making their way back out. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great. Inside handoff, Henry. Nifty move. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll set up to throw.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a handoff to Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
112 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game. Well played, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. I think that everyone's going to go home happy, especially the AFC since they won the game.